Hello everyone, welcome to the Arthur Conan Doyle Center YouTube channel. My name is Kat and today we are doing a reading about what is the next significant event in your life. So as usual we have 4 different groups, so just to quickly walk through all of them. Group number 1, it's this hook. It's gold, it's really shiny, really pretty, so for group number 1. For group number 2, it's a coin. It's 2 francs from 1980. Let's see. I hope it will focus. But yeah, this time I remember to make the number correspond with the group. I remember before I used to have a coin with number 2, but I made it group number 1 or 3 or something like that. So this time 2 francs, group number 2. Group number 3, staples. Something that I found in the drawer at the reception. So 1,500 staples. Why not? That's group 3. And group 4, it's a raffle ticket number 514. So we are looking at what is the next significant event in your life. So if you need some more time to think about the options, to look at each of the objects, feel free to pause the video, feel free to meditate on the groups. But as always, I say that you should just go with your first guess, your first instinct. So yes, I will start with group number 1. So let's put it on the side. So group 1, the hook, we are looking at what is the next significant event in your life. So my idea for this reading is to have, let's start with 3 cards. 2 tarot cards and 1 oracle card, and we will just see what happens. Okay, so group 1, the next significant event in your life. Okay, so this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments, and then I'll also get a card from the Rider-Waite deck. Okay, this one. And then one from the Moonology Oracle deck. Group 1, next significant event. Okay, so with this deck I don't read in reverse, so if the card is in reverse it's just because I didn't put it back correctly. So let's see. We have the Page of Swords, we have the 7 of Wands in reverse, and adjustments are required, 3/4 moon. So the first impression that I had when I flipped over the cards is that with the Page of Swords there can be some new venture, some new beginning that has to do either with communication or education. So here we have someone standing on top of books, somebody who's graduating, and always the dandelion makes me think of dispersing knowledge. So perhaps you had to go through some theoretical stuff first, and you had to build up your knowledge little by little, and now you're up here, you have graduated from the theoretical part, and now it is the time to practically go out into the world and share whatever you have learned. Disperse it. So perhaps putting an idea out there and letting it take you wherever it is. So let's see, then we have the 7 of Wands in reverse in the 3rd quarter of the moon. So in some way I wonder if this the next significant event would be using your knowledge, using your intellect in order to, in a way, protect yourself. I mean, with the 7 of Wands in reverse, I wonder if in the past you were not able to really stand your ground and you just let other people say things that maybe were not the nicest. You just would pretend you didn't hear them and you would say, there's no point in really fighting for myself. I will just let it slide. I can't be bothered. I'm not going to spend my time on something like this. So I wonder if the next event will be, in a way, a test, perhaps? I mean, not a test as in a proper test, but it will be an opportunity to check what you have learned. And then with that third quarter of the moon, it's with the adjustments are required. It's as if, what else do you need to figure out? Any other areas that need to be kind of polished? Because when you have third quarter of the moon, this is when the moon is disappearing, and after this it would be the new moon. So it's as if some cycle is ending, and you have some new knowledge in how to deal with things, but it's as if the last, I don't want to say obstacle, I don't think it's going to be something hard or something difficult, but it's as if making use of that theory and practice. And sometimes we realize that what we have learned from books, what we have learned from any written text or in any way, we need to use it in reality. And sometimes it's much more difficult because we don't have the time to think, we just have to act. And this is also the Seven of Wands. Fire and wands, they are action, they are doing things. So rather than sitting down and saying, oh wait, can you just give me a second to think about it? Okay, if I do this, if I do that, okay. It's as if developing that instinct to just react rather than think about it. So it's some sort of situation, some sort of event that would be an opportunity for you to see how far you've come, but also anything else that needs to be done. So let's see, anything else about this situation. I'll grab one more tarot card. So for group 1, the next significant event. Okay, I grabbed 2 cards. Let's go with that. See, so we have 5 of Cups in reverse and then 4 of Pentacles. So this event, I think it will have to do with whatever happened in the past. If you still are holding on to any grief, any sadness, any disappointment. So as I said, maybe people have said some hurtful words and you didn't have the resources, you didn't have the knowledge how to defend yourself, and maybe a part of you is still stuck in this state, feeling that somebody comes in and they kick over my cup and it gets spilled and there's nothing I can do about it. It's as if I'm frozen, I can't say a word. It's as if I don't have a voice. It makes me think of the Little Mermaid when she gave her voice in return. Was it for legs? I don't really remember watching it, but there was that kind of thing. So here it's you are getting your voice back, but it will also result in other situations. So you would have to adjust to it. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's about letting go. It's about releasing old patterns. So maybe in the past, or still, you are holding on to certain ways of communicating with people, holding on to certain phrases that you know are going to maybe let the atmosphere come down a bit. So when you know a person who gets annoyed really quickly and you're so synchronized with them that you know even just the look in their eye or some sort of word they say or some gesture, like, oh, they are angry, maybe I will say this and I will put myself down so that they will feel a bit more confident with themselves, so they will not attack me. But I feel like this is coming to an end. You do have a voice, and it might be something new to you to express yourself and express your opinion, what you really think, what you really feel. It might be something new to you, but it's so significant because if you haven't done this before, if you just let people walk all over you, then it is scary. It is scary to say what you really think, because if you pretend that, no, it doesn't matter, no, it's okay. It's as if you're hiding your vulnerability because you hide your sensitive spots. But when you say out loud, no, this is not nice, I will not tolerate this, you show that this is something important to you. So let's see, I want one more card about that Page of Swords, and I want it from this deck. So anything else about this Page of Swords, that newfound language, that newfound communication, newfound voice? See, 8 of Wands. So we had 7 in reverse and then we have 8. So it's something that will happen fast. Maybe in the past you had to stop yourself, even though your mind was really fast, and well, it still is. You had to stop yourself because you thought, maybe I will go too far with what I say. Maybe I will get out of control. And this new event that is coming up, it is going to clear the channels so you can communicate the way you want. That's how I see it. And then when I was shuffling the Moonology deck, we also have a full moon, Surrender to the Divine. So I feel like this event, this situation will be something that is quite, it would feel fated. It's the way that events will line up. There's no way of controlling it. There's no way of trying to make it less intense. It will happen, and you will just have to use that intellect, that communication, to say what you really mean and let go of any of the old patterns. So let's just get one more card about the situation. Anything else about the situation in particular? Here. 2 of Pentacles. So perhaps somebody will ask you, oh, can you take this on? Can you take one more project? Can you do this? Can you do that? So then it means you have to juggle between 2 things. And on one hand side, look at this, the Tower at the bottom of the deck. See, very important event. So it could be something at work. It could be something to do with material world, with money, with projects. It's something that maybe you would enjoy doing, but it means now you have 2 elements you have to juggle. So now you have to say, look, I would enjoy doing this, but I just don't want to do it. And that's my point of view. I don't have to excuse myself. I don't have to say why. If I don't want to do it, then I won't. And this is it. I don't owe anyone an explanation. And it might be something new to you with that Page of Swords, but it's standing your ground and really expressing what you really think. Really protecting your ground. And with that Tower at the bottom of the deck, this event could be something quite sudden. You wouldn't expect it. It is something that can shake your reality. And when I look at it now, it's almost as if this Page of Swords is standing on this tower of books, let's say it this way. And here we also have the Tower. So really testing the theoretical knowledge that you have gained against a practical backdrop. That's how it feels to me. And do we have... Okay, yeah, we have all of the elements. We have swords, we have wands, cups, and pentacles. So yes, the next significant event in your life. It will be an event that will give you an opportunity to express what you think, to stand up for yourself, to say no to someone. And maybe you have been reading books about it, how to be more assertive, reading books about, I don't know, how to heal wounds from your childhood and how to stop repeating the same patterns. And now you get a practical opportunity to do it. And this is when perhaps you would have to adjust certain ways. But let's see, what is the outcome of this, the outcome of this event. So let's check it with the other deck. The outcome of this event. The 7 of Swords. So we have even more swords here. And at the bottom is the 7 of Cups. So traditionally, I would see the 7 of Swords as trying to kind of sneak out the back door and not having to deal with different things. Maybe right until now you always said, look, I will do this properly and I will be a responsible person and I will always face everything. But maybe sometimes the situation calls for just quietly fading into the background, perhaps. But here, with this card in particular, it's keeping something close to your chest. And in this context, I would see it as not revealing all of your information, even if people ask you. Because I feel like sometimes it's very easy to, it's, you know, when you have a conversation with someone and you feel like, well, this person, we don't have much to talk about, so maybe I will just talk a bit about myself. I will answer all the questions just to keep the conversation going. And it's not an assertive stance. But here with the Seven of Swords, I see it more as if I keep things close to my chest and I will not reveal them if I don't want to. And some things are just for me and not for others. Anything else I get with this card? Also, there's an energy of being a bit more fluid. I don't want to say sneaky because I don't see this as a positive energy, but just like with that tail here, just going a bit here and a bit there, not being as strict with yourself, not being as stuck up perhaps, but again, it's swords, so it's about the mind. Or maybe finding a way to intellectually and verbally kind of sneak away from people's questions, from people's requests, so that if somebody says something hurtful to you, you can just turn it around and go in your own way, rather than be like, what did you just say? Oh no, we're gonna have a fight about this. So it's that's mental, not mental, intellectual. It's more about intellectual flexibility. That's how I see it in this context. And at the bottom of the deck we had the Seven of Cups, so it's about choices, it's about having all these different possibilities. So perhaps by having that intellectual flexibility, you'll be able to access more opportunities. So also the outcome of the situation could be realizing how people also can be sneaky when it comes to their issues, how sometimes they bend the truth and how sometimes they omit certain information, while perhaps you were always honest about this. And you always want it to be as clear as possible. And then you realize, other people are not like this. Other people can be a bit more, I don't want to say shady, but they are a bit like, a bit here and a bit there. And maybe they are a bit manipulative. So I have to keep that in mind. So yes, it's a very intellectual energy. So you will learn a lot from this situation. But all in all, I see it as standing up for yourself, speaking up, protecting yourself, and letting go of old patterns of behavior and old patterns of speaking, and using theoretical knowledge in practice. So yes, I think this is it for group 1. I just paid attention to this hook. So it makes me think of how when we have projection, we need a certain hook for the projection to hang it onto. So maybe we start to realize that people project things onto us, and it's not about us, it's about them. So you can read a bit more about psychological projection and how people who have issues with themselves, they will kind of see, that's your issue, while it's their issue. So it's pretty psychological with the swords here. So yes, I feel like that is something you could look into in more details. But I will end the reading here. I hope it was useful, and I hope that this next significant event will teach you a lot and it will make you grow. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, feel free to like the video. We upload every Sunday, so also we have lots of other videos on our channel, so feel free to check it out. And I will see you next time. Bye! Hello group 2, if you chose the coin, the 2 francs, this is your reading. So we are looking at the next significant event in your life. So yes, let's start. I will grab one card from each deck. So we'll start with 3 cards and I will just take it from there. So let's see, group 2, what is the next significant event in your life? Okay, I wrote this card. And then from this deck, let's just quickly shuffle. I've already shuffled the cards, but I feel like just giving it a bit more energy. Okay, group 2, next significant event. Next significant event for group 2, and one from the Monology deck. Okay, so let's see. We have the Page of Swords. I've shuffled these cards. It was the same for group 1. Six of Pentacles and the Full Moon in Aquarius. Okay, now I see the difference here. So if you were drawn to group 1, yes, feel free to watch it because it's exactly the same card and I shuffled. And yes, it wanted to show up again. Also with this deck, I don't read in reverse, that's why I turned the card around, just so that you know. So, in this group, the next significant event, I feel like it is about connecting with the world around you and having equal exchange of energy or equal exchange of resources. Because to me, Aquarius is a very humanitarian sign. Aquarius is all about equality. It's about freedom. It's about brotherhood, the society. Six of Pentacles, it's about equal give and take. So again, even more equality. Page of Swords, it connects with the air element. So Aquarius as well. Aquarius is an air sign. So here there's a concept of perhaps feeling that now you are treated as an equal in some situation, that whereas before maybe you were not seen as somebody on the same level, now you are graduating and now you are being seen as an equal partner, an equal, I don't know, employee, things like that. So let's grab a few more cards just to see what this is about. But this is a completely different energy from the previous group. So we still have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords being somebody who is still quite young. The energy is quite fresh. So this could be a new situation to you. But you are willing to learn. You are willing to really observe and get as much out of it as possible. So let's see. For group 2, let's clarify this a little bit. What is this event all about? Two of Wands. And I feel like I need one more card. Anything else? Here. And it's the Hanged Man. Ah, okay, I see it. So, after a period of pause, after having to wait for things, after having to put things on hold with the Hanged Man. It's as if you were forced by circumstances to change your perspective. It's as if red light and you just have to wait and wait and wait. But by waiting on this red light, it made you look around you. So instead of thinking about some faraway place with the Two of Wands, faraway future, faraway possibilities, this pause made you look around. What is right next to me? What is around me? And how can I make the best use out of it? And perhaps looking around you made you notice certain inequalities in your area, in your life, in your work, in your community. And with your newfound knowledge, with your new information that you have gathered, you really want to help people. You want to support them. You want to make sure that people who are disadvantaged, they are still on the equal ground. It's very humanitarian energy to me here. And Full Moon in Aquarius, now that I look at this card, it is about, so moon is in Aquarius, but the sun is in Leo. So it is the axis of personal power versus collective power. What can I do all by myself versus what can we do in a group? So perhaps joining some sort of community, maybe becoming a volunteer, wanting to really improve the lives of people who are around you. And you might be new to this with the Page of Swords. You still might not know where this is going to take you, but it is a very charitable energy. Maybe volunteering in a charity shop, something like that. But because of a certain pause, you could look around you, and that's what you noticed, rather than fixing your sights on something far, far away in the future. It's as if, oh, now I can see my surroundings. Now I can really see what's happening here. How could I not notice it before? So let's see, one more card. Maybe advice to you how to act in this situation, how to kind of meet this event. King of Wands in reverse. So, okay, I see how it connects to this card. So King of Wands in reverse, it would tell me, don't try to sell yourself in a way, oh, I'm the best. I'm just at the top. I'm the leader, I'm the king, and I look down on everyone. I mean, you probably wouldn't say that. But it's as if staying humble, realizing that there are people around you who don't have as much as you. And I don't mean in a way of, oh, poor you, I will help you, I will be your savior. It's keeping humble and being of service to others without putting yourself on some pedestal. What's the accent here? Well, pedestal. Yeah, so you're not here and other people are there. It's all about equality with that Aquarius. Also, King of Wands in reverse could be quite impulsive. So don't be too impulsive. Don't think like you can fix the whole issue in a day or in a week. Certain things happening in our society, they have really deep roots, and it's very easy to be discouraged after a while when you don't see any results. So be patient, be humble, keep an eye out on what's happening around you, have an open mind, and just keep in mind that we are all human beings, we are all equal. So as long as you keep that curiosity, if you still want to discover more, if you want to learn more, you will be able to help others. Let's see, one more card. What is the outcome of this situation? And also King of Wands in reverse. It's about disconnecting from your ego. So it's not about me, but who are we as a collective? How can I help others? Whoop. Okay, Three of Swords just fell out. And yes, I can see this as an outcome of the situation when you realize how much inequality there is, how people are suffering, how people just have to deal with their difficult lives. It can be very difficult to process this. It's Three of Swords. It can bring you a feeling of, oh gosh, I wish I wouldn't get into this because I was living my life and I was a bit oblivious about it, but at least I had peace of mind. And now once you see the inequalities, it's impossible to go back to the previous way of functioning. So on a certain level, it is difficult when you see that certain systems that have to support people, they don't work. That vulnerable people are left all to themselves. But perhaps this is your role here, stepping up and saying, I might not be super experienced in this, but I want to learn and I want to help. So, in a way around this Three of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. Oh gosh, this is such a beautiful energy. So, keeping your heart open, even if you are going through some difficult times, when you look at people suffering, when you look at people being disadvantaged, still having your heart open to love and not closing yourself emotionally, thinking that there's so much suffering, it's better if I just cut off all of the emotions and this is it. No, this card is saying keep the heart open, let it all flow out. If you do have to share your worries with someone, do it, but keep your heart open. Still keep the love for other people, for the society, for the humankind, because perhaps this is what propelled you into this area first. So don't close your heart, even if it is painful at times. But in some way, I feel like this situation will open your heart even more to those in need, to those who need help. And you will realize that it doesn't matter if I'm dealing with this person or with that person or with that person. We are all humans, and I will have compassion and love to anyone. And I don't have to close it off. And it's not like it will ever run out. It's never-ending stream of love. Wow. I did not expect this message. But yes, I feel like this is it. This is what's happening next in your life, the next significant event. And it might be a bit upsetting. It might be a bit painful at first, noticing and expanding your awareness that there are people suffering. But at the end of the day, you can also make a difference. You can really contribute and make the world a better place. Oh, it's such a cliche, but you know, it's all about individuals coming together, forming groups, and these groups having a big impact, and then in a way multiplying the outreach. So this is something that is happening next in your life. So yes, I wish you all the best. Please keep your heart open. Don't fall into despair. Don't fall into that emotional pain, and keep working and keep making the world a better place. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you'd like, feel free to subscribe, check our other videos. So I hope to see you in the next one. And thank you very much. Bye! Hello Group 3, if you chose the staples, this is your reading. We are looking at what is the next significant event in your life. And for the past two groups, I also checked what is the outcome of that situation, what is the outcome of that event. So we will also look at that. And, well, we will just see how the reading unfolds. So I will start with one card from each of the decks. And, yeah, I'll just take it from there. So let's see, Group 3, the next significant event in your life. Okay, well, this card just jumped out and I saw it, so I will take it. So it's the Fool with the other deck. Let's see the next significant event for Group 3. Group 3, next significant event. This card. And one from the Monology Oracle deck. One card. This. Alright, so we have the Fool, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have Disseminating Moon, take time to breathe out. So, a very nice event coming your way. The first thing that came to my mind was some new beginning with the Fool, some new journey. And this is something that you wanted for a long time. This will be your wish fulfillment. It's as if now, anything that was blocking you, that's ended. Now the energy can flow freely and you are starting something new. But before it happens, I feel like just taking time to breathe out. Taking time to just release all of the things that have piled up over all this time. And this is when you will be able to enter into new phase, new time of your life, much lighter. So let's see what is happening here, because this is such a positive energy and yeah, it's great. I mean, I just saw this at the bottom of the deck. So it's Three of Pentacles, working together, sharing your skills, maybe working on some incredible project with incredible people that you've always wanted to collaborate with. And it's something so significant for you. It's something, it's, what is the saying? Something about the sum of its parts. I don't know, but coming together with other people and working on something great where each of you contributes their skills, their unique skills, and by working together, by having great atmosphere, you can create something incredible. So I will just take that and I'll grab one more card. I'll take this. Seriously. Queen of Pentacles. All these cards, they are so lovely. It's a journey where you will be able to work with other people, be inspired by them, really feel that you are making a difference in this world, that even if you are starting from scratch with the Fool, you know you have what it takes, you have the resources, you have the knowledge, you have the support, and perhaps you have been preparing for it for a long period of time, and this is your wish coming true. With the Queen of Pentacles, it could be either you being very nurturing towards yourself, having everything that you need materially and being provided for, or another person in your life who can just take care of you, somebody who is very practical, somebody who is focused on the material reality. So if you are working on a project, if you are working on something new, it's somebody who would say, okay, you said you are starting work at 9 tomorrow, so I made you lunch, I've prepared all of this, I've done the laundry. I mean, again, it could be you, it doesn't have to be another person. But having that mature approach to reality, very nurturing approach as well, very abundant, because to me Queen of Pentacles has that knowledge of how to enjoy what she has, and there's always enough. There's always enough to go around. There's always enough time, there's always enough resources, and you can fully focus on work or whatever it is that you are beginning here. Okay, let's see. One more card about the Fool. What is this journey about? What is this new beginning? The Moon. Again, in this context, it makes me think of a dream that you had for a long period of time. Something that maybe seemed a bit unclear to you, something that seemed too good to be true, something that it's maybe at one point it wasn't specific. In Polish you say writing with your finger on water, so you know it's just plans that don't really have any practical backing. But in this context, you have Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and one card just fell out from the deck because I was putting it in the box, and it's Ace of Wands. It's having that passion to take you there, to keep going, not only the material things, but also that inner fire about you, to make your dreams come true. I mean, what else can I say? It's just such a wonderful energy. I want to learn a bit more about this. What is this disseminating moon about in this context? The Queen of Swords, okay, in reverse. Take time to breathe out, and with that breath out, release any self-criticism that you have, any self-defeating programs, anything that you use as a sword to hurt yourself. I mean, sword, in that case, it would be thoughts, words that you say about yourself. I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough experience, and other people have done this hundreds of times, and yeah, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, and I'm stupid, and I will never learn. No, release all of that. Don't be harsh on yourself. That Queen of Swords in reverse, it's somebody who's incredibly cold. Somebody who doesn't want you to succeed. Somebody who always finds out what's wrong and not what's going well, in opposition to that Queen of Pentacles, who is very nurturing. It could also be a person. So if it's not your thoughts, it could be a person in your surrounding that is criticizing you, that says, what is this? You're going to start from scratch, but How? I mean, that's silly. You're going to be working with other people. Oh, I'm sure they will, you will be stood up by them, and you will have to end up doing everything by yourself. Your dream? No, dreams don't come true. So if you do have somebody like this in your environment, the card is saying, breathe out, release that energy, release that person, because they are not serving you on this incredible journey. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Pentacles, building something long-lasting, building something incredibly stable, something that will really, in a way, outlive you. So if you think about some great things that happened a long time ago, and they have grown to be these incredible institutions or classic pieces of art or literature, somebody had to start them, somebody had to write them. So I feel like this is it. It's building something great, some sort of legacy that you are building. So honestly, it's really significant. I mean, it's incredible. All of the cards are so lovely, and you have the passion, you have the dream, you have the inspiration with the moon. It's just incredible. Any advice I can give you on your journey? Let's see, any advice I can give you on this journey. I mean, you've already released that Queen of Swords, Empress in reverse, and we have Queen of Pentacles upright. So also releasing thoughts that I do not deserve this. I always have to work hard for things to come my way. I always have to struggle. I never have enough resources. I never really, it's like the odds are never in my favor. Because to me, Empress is all about abundance. It is about having comforts, having comfortable life. And then the reverse, it's as if, oh, I always have to struggle. So release that sort of way of thinking. But then in one way as well, the Empress being a feminine energy, sometimes it can be quite passive. So to me, it's about finding the right balance between acting and waiting, doing things and letting things fall in their own place. So instead of working 24 hours a day, it's working 6 hours a day. And then having the time to really consider how things are going. Because if you are in one energy all the time, you cannot distance yourself from it. You don't have that perspective. So make sure that you don't get stuck into a feeling of, okay, everything. Because I see it as two extremes. Either being like everything requires a lot of work and life is a struggle, versus everything will be fine when you don't put enough work in. So finding the right balance. Because maybe things have been going very well, everything is going great, so it's being carried away by this optimism and thinking, yes, everything will just work out by itself, and I don't have to prepare for this meeting, I don't really have to think about the next step, I don't have to think about that. So you will know which energy you are in. So don't feel like everything in life needs hard work and tons of discipline, a lot of struggle, but also don't think that all things will just magically fall into place. There has to be the right balance. And the outcome of the situation, I mean, you can already see what's the outcome with that Ten of Pentacles, but if I get Ten of Pentacles from this deck, I will laugh so much. Okay, what is the outcome of this event, of this situation? Death. So you might think, oh my god, death. But it's actually a really good card to get here, because it's about transformation. It's being reborn. After this happens with this the new beginning, you will be a different person. That old self will be gone. It's as if shedding skin and being reborn again, just like a butterfly. So while you were a caterpillar, then you had to wait in the cocoon, and then you can spread your wings. Now you can shed that old skin, you can leave that cocoon behind and really fly freely. And also I feel like this situation, again, it will make you realize that nothing is holding me back. My future is not my future. My past is not defining me. I don't have to keep relating back to the past. I can be my own person, and I have been reborn. So, but first releasing this and embracing the new beginning. So this is a very wonderful energy, and I really hope that you will have the courage to follow your dreams and create something incredible. So yes, if you do happen to create this, you can share in the comments what you have created, what is the situation here, because I'm really curious. It's such a lovely energy. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope all the best will happen to you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading as well. Feel free to like, subscribe, check our videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Hello group 4, if you chose the raffle ticket 514, this is your reading. So straight away, maybe these numbers will be important. So 5, 1 and 4, that will be 10, so that will be number 1, that reduces to number 1. And then 2, 4, 3, 9, 0, 3. Oh gosh, you can add it up. You can do a little exercise in numerology. You can add it up yourself and see what it reduces to. So that's your task. So let's see, what is the next significant event in your life? And I will also look at what will be the outcome of it. So let's see. I will grab one card from each deck. Okay, this card already has shown itself, Ace of Pentacles. Nice. Next significant event for group 4. Let's see. And I've seen that Ace of Pentacles before when I was shuffling, so it really wanted to show up. So let's see. Let's grab this one and one from the Moonology Oracle deck. Okay, this one. So let's see, for group 4. And see, we also have 4 here, and we have Ace, which would be 1. And it all reduced to 1, which is an Ace. So 3 of Wands. This one showed itself when I was just shuffling the cards. It just slid. It would slide onto the table. And I was like, oh, 3 of Wands. Okay, I'll put it back. And it's here. So, oh, okay, I see. So 3 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Cardinal Moon, be bold and make the first move. So far, message very clear. What do we have here? Next significant event in your life. Starting something new. Looking with optimism into the future. And making the first move. That's it, end of reading. No, but I'll start with the 3 of Wands because I saw it already when it would show itself. To me, this card, there's so much optimism about it. It's looking into the future. There's still a bit of waiting involved here with the 3 of Wands. It's waiting for your ships to come back and see what they have brought, and then jumping on to the ship and then going on to your adventure. And with the Ace of Pentacles, there's something new, some new opportunity. Maybe there's an opportunity to move abroad. Maybe there's an opportunity to relocate somewhere else. And maybe you had this on your mind for a while, and now all of the energies have aligned, and it's like, okay, let's go, let's do this. It's not just a vision with the Wands energy. It's Pentacles, it's practical work. It's practical stuff, not just thinking about it, not just dreaming about it. It's actually buying the tickets, finding a place, contacting people who know what is happening in that area, who can help you, and having that initiative with this Cardinal Moon to really get it sorted. So let's grab a few more cards to see what is this energy. Okay. Sorry, I'm just yawning. Okay, group 4, next significant event. 6 of Pentacles, and let's grab one more. 4 of Swords in reverse. So after a time of rest with the 4 of Swords, after a time of healing, finally now is the time to go out there and discover new places. It's the time to expand. And do that expansion in a very practical and stable way. So instead of just expanding and expanding and expanding, and then if something happens, it just all falls. It's solidifying it as you go. This Six of Pentacles, what is this about? Eight of Pentacles in reverse, even more Pentacles. So I see it as, so with the Six, it's equal give and take, balanced energies. And clarified by Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I see it as not always having to just work and focus on one tiny detail and being a workaholic. So perhaps now there's an opportunity to move on from this, to really expand your worldview, and rather than being focused on what's right in front of your face, what you're working on, there's more equality here. Maybe somebody is helping you and you can look out there. Your horizons are much broader. That's how I see it here. And let's just clarify this Ace of Pentacles. What is this opportunity about? And the Tower. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Magician, so manifesting something. So it can be a very big change. So if you are moving abroad, it will disrupt your everyday life. It will really be a groundbreaking thing. Maybe your life will change completely 180 degrees. So I see it as, with this Six of Pentacles, I see the energy going this way. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of this. Don't feel overwhelmed. Because this Ace of Pentacles, this Three of Wands, I feel like it is really pushing you in a very expansive, very constructive energy. And if you are scared, you will retreat back to the Four of Swords, to the Eight of Pentacles, being like, no, I'm just happy working on this tiny little thing, and I know exactly what's happening around me, and there's no need to expand, right? I will forget about it. But don't be scared. Again, be bold, make the first move. Have the courage to have a great vision for your life, and don't feel like you're always stuck in a certain line of work, certain type of work, when it's as if you notice the difference but other people don't. That's how it feels to me. You are moving away from this energy into being more appreciated for what you do, and maybe this is how you are going to expand your world. Any advice I can give you here? Any advice for group 4? Maybe you bought a raffle ticket, maybe you bought a lottery ticket and you won tons of money. You will win tons of money, and then that will change your entire life. Who knows? Look at those numbers, maybe they are useful. Any advice for this event, for you, for group 4? The Star in reverse. So I see it as, don't lose hope. Because if you are in that Tower moment when things seem very turbulent, it's very difficult to keep hopeful. It's difficult to see beyond all this dust, to see beyond all those clouds. So the Star in reverse, it's saying there's still hope. There's a new beginning, and maybe you don't see it yet, but it will happen after all the turbulences, after being on a plane for, 15 hours to a new location, after sorting out all of the new home, signing all the documents, doing all the paperwork, sorting out visa. There is a new beginning and there's something fresh, but don't feel discouraged by all of these different hoops to jump through. That's how it feels to me. Also cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Maybe it will happen during a season when you have Sun in Cancer, Sun in Capricorn, and so on. But it's a very straightforward energy. It's like an arrow, straight to the point, rather than being sidetracked by some details. What is the outcome of this situation? What is the outcome of this event? King of Swords. So I see it as connecting all the dots. So you can see that it's all these stars or snowflakes, whatever it is, and they are being connected by this thread. And in order to connect them, you first have to get the needle in, you have to pierce the fabric, and then you have to go in and out, in and out. And it's that energy of piercing through the fabric. It can be sometimes difficult. It can feel like, oh, what am I doing with your life? Just like with the tower. There's so much disruption. But when you stitch things together, they will hold much better. You know, they are stitched together, they will not fall apart. And because it's a King of Swords, it's going to result in being perhaps an expert on something, being very mature, having lots of experience. Maybe lots of stories you can share with other people, and you can really help them because you went through this situation, you went through this expansion, and now you know all of the legal matters, you know all of the practical things, you know how to fill out the paperwork, and then you can assist other people in this. And because it's swords, it's using the intellect to move away from confusion, to cut the confusion off, or any things that are not clear. Anything else I feel here? Maybe meeting someone who is like the King of Swords. Somebody who's very intelligent, mature. They are not swayed by emotions easily. And it's interesting because we don't have any cups in this reading. There's the emotions. They are not as significant perhaps in this reading. Or you are focused more on the mind, the practical matters, and the passion, the vision that you have. But the result of this major significant event is intellectual maturity as well. Lots of new experience, knowledge, information. I want to grab one more because I feel like with the court cards sometimes it's more about an energy of a person rather than the quality of energy. So anything else, the outcome of this major event. King of Wands. So also finding that fire within you. And what did I say about jumping through the hoops with the filling out of all the documents? So actually Wands and Swords, fire and air, they complement each other. So fire needs air to fuel it. So here there is that very energetic, very future-oriented energy. So perhaps this whole situation will really inspire you. And you will be able to share that excitement with others and guide them along their path. So, okay, anything else? I'll grab one more card. Anything else we need to know? Because I just feel like I need one more. Three of Swords. So it might feel difficult to leave behind old life. It might be difficult to leave behind certain energies when things are really shaky, when we feel that I'm living my life here, but I don't know what's waiting for me out there. It is difficult, it is painful, but there is something great on the other side. There's so much more, and it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel in this way, but you will reach much more. See, we have 3 and we have 3 again. So 3, it's number of expansion, actually, creativity. So if you think about it, when something expands, it can be painful. Think about even when you grow your teeth. It is painful, but then think about all of the opportunities you get with your teeth. So that's that sort of energy. Expansion can hurt. It also makes me think of stretch marks, for example. But that's the process. And then we have more opportunities after the expansion. So keep that in mind. Don't be dragged down by the 3 of Swords, by the Tower, by feeling that I should have just focused on smaller things, on all the details, on all the daily life. There's something greater waiting for you. So don't let these energies stop you. Okay, I think I will end the reading here. I hope it was helpful for you. If you did find it helpful, let me know. write a comment, subscribe, like the video, check our videos we have, and yes, I wish you all the best on your journey here on this next significant event. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.